Hello! Welcome back to English Talk. We're really happy to have you with us today.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. If you're here to improve your English, you're in the right place.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. On this channel, we help you speak clear, natural English with confidence in real-life situations.
If you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, your support helps us so much. Thank you for being here. So, Emily, what are we talking about today?
Today, we have a very practical topic. We're going to learn how to talk about your job in English.
This is such an important topic. Whether you're meeting new people, going to a job interview, or just having a casual conversation, you need to know how to describe your work.
Exactly. And we're going to make it super easy and fun. We'll teach you useful phrases, common mistakes to avoid, and we'll even do some practice together.
Sounds perfect. So, Emily, before we start, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, actually. I had a productive morning. How about you?
I'm great. I'm excited to teach this lesson. I think our viewers will learn a lot today.
I think so too. Okay, everyone, let's get started.
All right, let's begin with the most common question about jobs. Emily, when you meet someone new, how do you ask about their job?
Good question. The most common way is to simply ask, what do you do?
What do you do? That's it? So simple.
Yes, it's very simple. You can also say, what do you do for a living? But what do you do is more common and natural.
Can I also ask, what is your job?
You can, but it sounds a bit formal. Native speakers usually say, what do you do? It's more relaxed and friendly.
Got it. So, what do you do is the best choice. Now, how do I answer this question?
The simplest way is to say, I'm a plus your job title. For example, I'm a teacher.
So, I would say, I'm a designer or I'm a doctor.
Perfect. You can also add more details, like, I'm a teacher. I teach English to children.
Oh, I like that. So first you say your job, then you give a little more information.
Exactly. Let me give you some examples. I'm a nurse. I work in a hospital. Or I'm a chef. I work in an Italian restaurant.
Those are great examples. What if someone doesn't have a job right now? How do they answer?
Good question. You can say, I'm looking for a job, or I'm between jobs right now. Both are polite ways to say you don't have work at the moment.
And what about students?
Students can say, I'm a student, I study at university, or I'm still in school.
Perfect. So we have the question, what do you do? And the answer, I'm a plus job title.
Yes, let's practice this together. Jack, what do you do?
I'm a content creator. I make educational videos about English.
That's true. We're making a video right now. Okay, my turn. I'm a teacher. I help people learn English online.
Beautiful answer. See how easy that was? Now let's talk about different types of jobs.
Yes, there are so many jobs in the world. Let's give some examples. In the medical field, you might be a doctor, a nurse, a dentist, or a pharmacist.
In business, you could be a manager, an accountant, a salesperson, or an entrepreneur.
If you work with technology, you might be a software engineer, a web developer, a data analyst, or an IT specialist.
In education, you could be a teacher, a professor, a tutor, or a school counselor.
And in creative fields, you might be a designer, an artist, a photographer, a writer, or a musician.
There are also service jobs like waiter, barber, receptionist, or security guard.
And don't forget about trades, electrician, plumber, carpenter, or mechanic.
So many jobs. Everyone watching, think about your job. How would you describe it in English?
Now let's talk about where you work. This is another common question.
Right. Someone might ask, where do you work?
Exactly. And you can answer in different ways. You can say the type of place, I work in an office, or I work in a hospital.
Or you can say the company name, I work at Google, or I work for Microsoft.
Yes. Notice we say work at for a specific place and work for a company or person.
Oh, that's important. So I work at the city hospital, but I work for Dr. Smith.
Perfect. You got it. And some people work from home. You can say, I work from home or I work remotely.
That's very common these days. I work from home most of the time.
Me too. It's very convenient. Okay, let's move on to describing what you do at your job.
Okay, Emily, so we know how to say our job title and where we work, but how do we describe what we actually do every day?
Great question. This is where you can really show off your English skills. You can describe your responsibilities and tasks.
Responsibilities. That's a big word. What does it mean?
Responsibilities are the things you are expected to do at your job, the duties that are part of your work.
Ah, I see. So my responsibilities include making videos, writing scripts, and editing footage.
Perfect example. You can say, my main responsibility is to, plus a verb. For example, my main responsibility is to teach students.
Or my responsibilities include answering emails, organizing meetings, and preparing reports.
Exactly. Let's give more examples for different jobs. If you're a customer service representative, you might say, I help customers solve their problems. I answer phone calls and respond to emails.
If you're a sales manager, I lead a team of salespeople. I set targets and track our progress.
If you're a graphic designer, you say, I create visual designs for websites and advertisements. I work with colors, fonts, and images.
These are great. Notice how we use simple, clear language. You don't need complicated words.
That's right. Keep it simple and natural. Now let's talk about who you work with.
Ah, yes, your colleagues and coworkers.
Exactly. A colleague or coworker is someone who works with you. You can say, I work with a great team, or I have 5 colleagues in my department.
And your boss is the person who manages you. You can say, my boss is very supportive, or I report to the sales director.
Right. If you are the boss, you can say, I manage a team of 10 people, or I'm responsible for supervising the staff.
What about working alone? Some people don't have colleagues.
True. If you work alone, you can say, I'm self-employed, or I'm a freelancer, or I run my own business.
Those are useful phrases. So we have employees who work for a company and self-employed people who work for themselves.
Exactly. Now let's talk about work schedules. This is another common topic.
Right. People often ask, what are your working hours? Or when do you work?
You can answer by saying when you start and finish. For example, I work from 9 to 5, or I start at 8 a.m. and finish at 6 p.m.
Some people work shifts. You can say, I work the morning shift or I work night shifts.
And if your schedule changes, you can say, I work different hours every week, or my schedule is flexible.
I like flexible schedules. It means you can choose when you work.
Me too. Some jobs are full-time, which means about 40 hours per week. Others are part-time, maybe 20 hours or less.
So you can say, I work full-time or I have a part-time job.
Perfect. Now let's practice describing a complete day at work. I'll go first.
Okay, let's hear it.
I wake up at 7 a.m. I have breakfast and get ready. I start work at 9. First, I check my emails and plan my day. Then I have lessons with my students from 10 to 12. After lunch, I prepare materials for the next day. I finish work at 5 p.m.
That's a clear description. My turn. I usually wake up around 8. I make coffee. Definitely need coffee. I start working at 9:30. I spend the morning writing scripts and planning videos. After lunch, I record or edit. I try to finish by 6, but sometimes I work later if I have a deadline.
Great. See how we used simple past and present tense to describe our routine?
Yes, it's not complicated. Just describe your day step by step.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about something important, what you like and don't like about your job.
Okay, this is interesting. Not everyone loves their job 100%, right?
That's true. It's normal to like some parts and not like other parts. Let's talk about the positive things first.
Good idea. When someone asks, "Do you like your job?" or "What do you like about your job?" how do you answer?
You can start with I really enjoy or I love plus what you like. For example, I really enjoy working with people or I love the creative freedom.
Those sound natural. Can you give more examples?
Sure, I like my coworkers. They're very friendly or I enjoy the challenges. Every day is different.
What about the environment? I like working in a quiet office, or I enjoy working outdoors.
Perfect. And you can talk about the benefits. I like the salary, or I appreciate the health insurance, or the vacation time is generous.
Those are practical things. What about the feeling of the job?
You can say the work is rewarding, or I feel like I'm making a difference, or I'm proud of what I do.
Beautiful. Those are deeper, more meaningful reasons. Now, what about the things you don't like?
Yes, the challenges. You want to be honest, but not too negative, especially if you're talking to your boss.
Good point. So, how do you politely say you don't like something?
You can use softer language. Instead of I hate, say I find it challenging or it can be difficult when.
Smart. So, instead of "I hate working overtime," you say "Working long hours can be tiring."
Exactly. Or instead of my boss is terrible, you say sometimes communication with management is challenging.
That's much more professional. Give us some common complaints that people have.
Okay. The commute is long. It takes me 2 hours to get to work. Or the workload is heavy. I often feel stressed.
Or the salary could be better. Or there's not much room for growth in this company.
Right. And some people say, the work is repetitive. I do the same tasks every day. Or I don't feel appreciated by my manager.
These are real problems that many people face. But here's an important question. If you don't like your job, what can you do?
Well, you can try to improve the situation, talk to your boss, learn new skills, or change departments.
Or you can look for a new job. You can say, "I'm thinking about changing careers," or "I'm exploring new opportunities."
That's right. It's okay to move on if you're not happy. Life is too short to stay in a job you hate.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about career goals and ambitions.
Yes. When someone asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is about your future plans.
That's a classic interview question. How do you answer it?
You can talk about your professional goals. For example, I'd like to become a manager, or I hope to start my own business.
Or I want to develop my skills in marketing, or I'm working towards a promotion.
Exactly. You can also mention personal development. I want to learn new languages, or I plan to get a master's degree.
These show that you're thinking about the future and you're ambitious. But it's also okay to say, "I'm happy where I am," or "I just want to keep improving in my current role."
Right. Not everyone wants to climb the ladder. Some people are content with their current position. And that's perfectly fine. Okay, let's move to a very important part. Common mistakes. All right, everyone, this is one of the most important sections. We're going to talk about mistakes that learners often make when talking about jobs.
Yes, and we want to help you avoid these mistakes so you sound more natural.
Mistake number one is huge. Many people confuse work and job.
Oh, I think I know this one. Can you explain the difference?
Sure, job is a noun. It's the position you have. Work can be a noun or a verb. When it's a verb, it means the action of doing your job.
So I say, "I have a job," not "I have a work."
Exactly. And I go to work, not I go to job. Common mistake.
So, "What's your job" is correct, but "What's your work" sounds strange.
Right. You can say, what's your line of work, which means what industry are you in? But for the job title, use what's your job.
This is so helpful. Okay, what's mistake number 2?
Mistake number 2 is using the wrong article. In English, we need a or an before job titles.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Wrong, I am teacher. Correct, I am a teacher. Wrong, she is engineer. Correct, she is an engineer.
Ah, we need that little word. But wait, when do we use an instead of a?
Great question. Use an before vowel sounds. So, an engineer, an accountant, an artist, an office worker.
And a before consonant sounds. A teacher, a doctor, a manager, a programmer.
Perfect. Just don't forget it completely. I am teacher is a very common mistake.
Got it. What's mistake number 3?
Mistake 3 is about saying where you work. Many learners say, I work in Google or I work in Microsoft.
What's wrong with that?
We don't use in for companies. We say, I work at Google or I work for Microsoft.
So when do we use in?
Use in for the type of place or industry. I work in an office. I work in a hospital. I work in the tech industry.
Ah, so in is for the place type, at is for the specific location, and for is for the company or person.
Exactly. I work in a bank means the building. I work at Wells Fargo is the specific bank. I work for the bank manager is who employs me.
This is so clear now. What's mistake number 4?
Mistake 4, confusion with salary and wage. They're similar, but different.
How are they different?
A salary is usually paid monthly or yearly for professional jobs. A wage is usually paid hourly or weekly for labor jobs.
So a teacher has a salary, but a waiter has wages.
Exactly. You say, my salary is $50,000 per year, but my wage is $15 per hour.
And most people don't talk about exact numbers, right?
Correct. It's more polite to say, I earn a good salary, or the pay is decent, rather than giving exact amounts.
Unless someone specifically asks or it's a job interview negotiation.
Right. Okay, mistake number 5, mixing up boss and manager.
Wait, aren't they the same?
They're similar, but boss is informal and general. Manager is more specific and professional.
So in a job interview, I should say, I reported to the sales manager, not I reported to my boss.
Exactly. Boss is fine in casual conversation, but use specific titles in professional settings. My supervisor, my manager, the department head.
That makes sense. What's mistake number 6?
This one is about job searching. People often say, I'm searching job or I'm finding job.
What should they say instead?
Say, I'm looking for a job or I'm searching for a job or I'm job hunting. Don't forget for and a.
So, I'm looking for a job in marketing is correct.
Perfect. And if you already got the job, you say, I found a job, not I finded a job. Found is the past tense of find.
Good reminder. Irregular verbs can be tricky. What's mistake number 7?
Mistake 7 is about experience. People say, I have 5 years of experience, but then say, I am experience.
What's wrong with I am experience?
Experience is a noun, not an adjective. You can't be experience. You should say, I am experienced with ed at the end.
So, I have 5 years of experience, or I am an experienced teacher.
Exactly. I am very experienced in this field, not I am very experienced.
This is such a common mistake. I'm glad we're covering it.
Last mistake, number 8, confusing hire and rent.
I thought they were the same.
They're similar, but used differently. Hire is for people or some services. Rent is for objects or property.
Can you give examples?
Sure. The company hired 5 new employees, not rented. But I rent an apartment, not hire an apartment.
What about cars?
Tricky one. In British English, it's hire a car. In American English, it's rent a car. Both are correct depending on where you are.
So it's safer to say the company hired me and I rent an office space.
Perfect. Okay, let's do a quick quiz. I'll say a sentence. You tell me if it's correct or wrong. Ready?
Ready.
I am teacher and I work in school.
Wrong should be I am a teacher and I work in a school.
Correct. Next one. I have been working at Microsoft for 3 years.
That's correct. Perfect sentence.
Good job. Last one. I am very experienced in customer service.
Wrong should be I am very experienced in customer service.
Excellent. You're learning fast. Everyone watching, don't worry if you made these mistakes before. Now you know how to fix them.
Okay, Emily, I think it's time for some practice. Let's do a role play.
Great idea. This will help everyone see how to use all these phrases in a real conversation.
Let's imagine we're at a networking event. We just met and we're introducing ourselves. I'll start. Hi, I'm Jack. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jack. I'm Emily. Nice to meet you too. So, what do you do?
I'm a marketing manager. I work for a tech company. We develop mobile apps. How about you?
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm a primary school teacher. I teach English and math to young children.
That must be rewarding. How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for about 6 years now. I really enjoy it, though it can be challenging sometimes. What about you? Do you like marketing?
I do. I love being creative and working with my team. My main responsibility is to plan social media campaigns and track their success.
That's cool. So you work with social media all day?
Pretty much. I also attend meetings and present reports to my boss. The best part is when our campaign goes viral and we get millions of views.
Wow, that must feel amazing. Where's your office?
I actually work from home most days. I go to the office twice a week for team meetings. It's very flexible.
That's convenient. I work at a school near my house, so my commute is only 15 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. Long commutes are so tiring.
Definitely. So, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future?
That's a good question. I'd like to become a senior marketing director eventually. I'm also thinking about getting an MBA. What about you?
I'm happy teaching, but I'd love to become a school principal one day. I want to help shape education policies.
That's a wonderful goal. Well, it was great talking to you, Emily.
You too, Jack. Maybe we can exchange business cards.
Absolutely.
Okay, end of role play. That was fun.
It really was. See how we used so many phrases we learned today?
Yes. We asked, what do you do? We described our jobs, our responsibilities, where we work, and our future goals.
Let's do one more quick role play. This time, let's imagine a job interview scenario.
Perfect. I'll be the interviewer. You're the candidate. Ready?
Ready.
Good morning. Please have a seat. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Good morning. Thank you. My name is Jack, and I'm a graphic designer with 5 years of experience. I currently work at a small design agency where I create logos and marketing materials.
What made you interested in this position?
Well, I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow. Your company has an excellent reputation, and I'd love to be part of your creative team.
What are your greatest strengths?
I'm very detail-oriented and creative. I'm also a team player, and I work well under pressure. I can handle multiple projects at the same time.
And what's a weakness you're working on?
That's a good question. I sometimes spend too much time perfecting my designs. I'm learning to balance quality with deadlines.
Excellent. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to become a senior designer and eventually lead my own team. I'd also like to mentor junior designers.
Great. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. What's the company culture like, and what are the opportunities for professional development?
Okay, perfect. End scene.
That was intense, but very useful.
It really shows how important it is to prepare these answers. Notice how Jack was confident and specific?
Yes, he avoided vague answers and gave concrete examples.
Exactly. Everyone watching, try practicing these scenarios at home. Talk to yourself in the mirror or practice with a friend.
Great advice. Now let's wrap up with our final tips and question of the day.
Well, Jack, we covered so much today. I'm really proud of this lesson.
Me too. Let's do a quick summary of everything we learned.
Great idea. First, we learned how to ask and answer the basic question, what do you do?
The answer's simple. I'm a plus your job title. I'm a teacher, I'm a designer, I'm an engineer.
Then we learned how to describe where you work. I work at, I work for, I work in, and I work from home.
We talked about describing your responsibilities and daily tasks. Use simple, clear language to explain what you do.
We discussed working hours, colleagues, bosses, and work schedules.
Then we learned how to talk about what you like and don't like about your job in a professional way.
We covered 8 common mistakes that learners make when talking about jobs. This section is super important.
And we did 2 role plays, a networking conversation and a job interview. These are real situations you might face.
The most important thing to remember is keep it simple and natural. You don't need fancy vocabulary.
Just be honest, be clear, and be confident. Practice makes perfect.
Now, let's hear from you. It's time for our question of the day.
Today's question is, what is your current job? Or if you're a student or looking for work, what is your dream job?
Write your answer in the comments below. You can say, I'm a nurse. I work in a hospital. Or I'm a student, but my dream job is to be a pilot.
We love reading your comments. It helps us understand what you need, and it's great writing practice for you.
Don't be shy. Even if you make a small mistake, that's okay. We're all learning together.
And if you have any questions about jobs or English in general, ask us in the comments. We try to answer as many as we can.
Before we finish, we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watches our videos.
Your support means everything to us. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new lesson. We post new videos every week.
Share this video with your friends who are learning English. Learning together is more fun.
Remember, learning English is a journey. Some days will feel easy, some days will feel hard. That's completely normal.
Don't give up. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Every conversation you have, every word you learn brings you closer to your goals.
We're so proud of you for being here and putting in the effort. You're doing amazing.
Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.